Hey there, my Stampin' friends. It's Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen here, and I wanted to do a very quick video for you guys because one of the most asked questions I get is, do I like the new Stampin' Seal from Stampin' Up? And in a nutshell, yes, 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 a resounding yes. So I was having some trouble with the snail. It just seemed like it wasn't sticking quite as well. Some of my projects were starting to fall apart, so I was really glad that we came out with a new adhesive that had a good, strong bond. So this was new in last year's catalog, this one right here, and it can be found on page 162, and we have a Stampin' Seal and a Stampin' Seal Plus. So what I would say is there was a little bit of a learning curve that came with these two products, and so I do hear a lot from my Stampin' friends that they're having some struggles with it. So I thought, let me do a real quick video to talk about these new products, because I think once you start using them, I think you're going to love them too. So obviously, as I said, we have two. We have Stampin' Seal Plus. It's in a dark blue refill. And then we have Stampin' Seal. It's kind of in a light blue, like pool party. Pool party? I sound so fancy. Pool party, my friends. So we've got a light one and we have a dark one. They will come in these interchangeable plastic containers. So the plastic handle or cartridge is interchangeable. So you can take one out and substitute the other in. I obviously have two because I use them all the time, but you are able to take them apart and they will be interchangeable. So when you first start to use it, you're gonna take this little cap off and then you're ready to go. That's probably the downside, that I wish that this cap was attached to my actual cartridge, like it just came back like this. But if it did, it would not work because this is a very, very thick cap. So I have a special place I store it. I put them right there, and then I know where they are whenever I am finished. So when you use your seal, now, they are refillable. And one thing that I tend to do, you need to make sure that your refill, or that your adhesive is all the way to the top of the roller, okay? So it needs to be all the way up. Mine is broken back a little far, so I'm gonna just roll it by hand to make sure that I have got my seal, my adhesive, right at the top of that roller. The other thing that I do is I roll it very perpendicular, okay? So it is very perpendicular to my project. I am going to roll it flat across, then I'm going to pick it up and kick back. That's going to break the seal pretty close to the edge of the roller, okay? So I'm just gonna roll it, and then I just do a quick kick back with my wrist. So I use navy because I think you can see it. It is a solid line right here. Now it broke off right at the top of the roller, so I'm ready to do it again, and then I kick back. I don't use a lot of pressure. I have a very light pressure, although I will say as you start to get towards the end of the roll, I have to use a little bit more pressure. And you can see there's a little bit of red down inside there. That's the visual that's gonna tell me that my roll is empty. Okay, so I can continue doing that, tip it and kick back. And that breaks that seal off right at the edge. Okay, so now it is refillable. You're just gonna take it apart, take this one out, and then you can put a new one in and then just close it up. These are nice. They come in resealable bags. If you are using the same cartridge and you're swapping out a seal and a Seal Plus, keep your bag. It's resealable. You can put it in here. The other thing that's nice is these are recyclable depending on where you are, so that you can throw those in the recycle. All right, so hopefully that helps you guys. Now, what can happen is it can break back, okay? So it can, the adhesive, let me see if I can make myself do it. So if I just lift up, now you're gonna see that my adhesive pulled apart way back here behind the roller. So when I go to roll again, I got nothing, okay? And that's because I just rolled and then I just picked it up. This is a very strong adhesive, so it's kind of a good thing. It's not letting go where the snail used to. All you had to do was just pick it up and it just let go. This one doesn't want to let go, and that's a good thing. That means that it is a nice strong adhesive. So if that happens with your finger, you're just going to roll it forward until you have the adhesive back on the roller again, okay? Now, if you're doing that quite often, it does get a little annoying because every time you have to keep doing it by hand and rolling it. So get into that habit, guys. Get into that habit of parallel, roll it across, tip it, and kick it. Now, you may hear some folks tell you to do a check mark where you're going to roll it and check it, roll it and check it. I don't recommend that one, but again, it's totally up to you, because what can happen when you keep doing the check mark is you're going to slide the plastic that the adhesive is on off of the roller. Let me tell you, y'all, if that plastic comes off the roller, she is a beast to get back on. I have actually thrown away a cartridge because I could not physically and mentally handle the stress of trying to get it back over top. If you do the check mark, and we used to do that with fast fuse, guys. If you have been with us a while, we used to do that with our fast fuse. We had to do a check mark to break the seal. Get into the habit of checking left, checking right, checking left, checking right. That way, every time you check, you're going to keep it in the middle. So if you keep doing it one way, you can see how that plastic is just going to keep rolling and come right off that roller. Hopefully that makes a little sense, my friends. You are welcome to contact me, leave a comment. Let me know if you have any other suggestions that are working for you. But I have not had one bit of trouble with this adhesive once I kind of got the feel of my wrist movement. And like I said, I roll it, I tip it and kick it, and that seems to work for me. Now the seal is a way stronger. Do I have any? Oh, is it empty? Nope, we have some still in there. It is a much stronger adhesive. This one is not forgiving. So back to the seal. This has super strong properties, and I'm using much less of it than I used to with the snail. So I'm using about 1 inch to 2 inches in each corner, and then I will put a strip or an X in the middle, and that seems to be good. Using so much adhesive means once you have it down, you're gonna be hard pressed to try to get that project off your paper if it's a little bit crooked or if you have a little bit of a mess up. But you do have a little bit of leeway. So if you get it down, it's a little bit crooked. Sometimes you can pick it up and you can move it if you're fairly quick on that. If you have let it sit and it's been maybe an hour and you're gonna come back and be like, oh no, I forgot to add my ribbon, and try to pull a layer off, it's almost like the bond gets stronger the more that it is attached. So I do love the fact that we have got a good strong bond with this one. Now Seal Plus is even stronger. So this would be very similar to like our fast fuse project. So I don't use this one for card making. I use this if I'm doing 3D projects, framed art pieces, gift boxes, different things that I need a good strong adhesive. This one is actually in segments, so it breaks off so much easier, and a lot of people like it a little bit better because of the segments to it. But I still do the same exact thing, tip and kick. And you can see can you see the little segments there? They actually are already broken, and so that does make it a little bit easier with the break. But you use it the same way. If it seems like it broke too far back, roll it forward, and then you're just gonna roll, tip, and kick, and that breaks that seal for you. Now sometimes they come off segmented and you'll have the little pieces stick off your project, like that one right there. It broke off and it's a little bit there. See it sticking off my paper. I just roll it back on itself. But this one's legit. I mean, when it's stuck, and you're gonna maybe destroy your project trying to take it apart. Sometimes what I have even found is it's such a strong adhesive that it will stick and actually peel the cardstock with it. So I'm very careful with what I use my Seal Plus for. I'm very particular about, that's like 3D projects, boxes, and little gift bags and things like that. So all right, my friends, again, if you have suggestions that are working for you, feel free to let me know. Hopefully that helps you guys know how to use these two adhesives, because honestly, I do absolutely love them. I'm thrilled. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining me.